Hey, boys.
Tom, we need to get to our next gig. We're doing this for you and our lovely Saga. You take care of things on this side. Don't screw it up, Tom!
I'd seen it all play out. Like a horror movie I'd been forced to watch. The Dark Presence held all the cards now.
And there they go. There they go. The old gods. They've got stuff to do. Okay, sure. Sure. They've got other things to do. So, hey, Estevez, you around here? Oh, there she is. Question, can I? Nope. I have no items because Alan doesn't work like that here.
Welcome back, Wake. You are Wake now, right? With the shadow out of you? Some good news, at least. Bad news is, I haven't seen a situation this fucked since the AWE in Eagle River. The shadow's now in Alex, and Anderson is gone. We need to figure out how to salvage this.
One minute. one minute, please. I am Googling Eagle River. You're absolutely correct. The problem is, it doesn't appear that there's an Eagle River. There's Eagle Limited, which is a train, but I don't see Eagle River. Eagle Limited is a train derailment. Yeah, I don't see anything else interesting.
I'll do anything it takes to fix this, Agent Estevez. I'm the reason this is all happening.
It's never that simple. But I should have put you in a box and shipped you off to a containment facility the second I laid eyes on you. The only question now is, are you able to fix this?
I can try.
Not the most encouraging answer, but we'll make it work.
Scratch. The Dark Presence inside Casey. It threw Saga into the lake. If she ends up in the Dark Place, she could be there forever. It took me 13 years to get out. Zane never did.
Tor and Odin went in after her, right? Maybe they'll get her out. With the power of rock and roll.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
They performed in my musical.
I'm immediately less optimistic about this.
Huh. Okay.
What's the situation?
I've never seen an entity break a bureau containment unit like that. And now the Dark Presence is occupying Agent Casey? When it attacked him in the woods, it must have been preparing for this.
And now he has the clicker.
I know we'll probably get an answer. I don't know if we're going to get one, but is the Casey that's been in the Dark Place the entire time because time is all out of whack? Is the Casey in the Dark Place the Casey from the outside the entire time, and the Dark Place has been manipulating him into being all of that? You say it's a different Casey, but is it? I'm just saying.
Scratch will go to Bright Falls and use the clicker to bring about the horrific ending he wrote for Return. But I can still fix this.
How?
Scratch must have the manuscript. If I can read the ending, I can rewrite it. I need to go after him.
Well, you won't get very far without these. This plan is a real Hail Mary, Wake. I wish I could help, but this is all on you. I got you every kind of weapon we have available. Don't fuck it up.
Are you aware that these 3 weapons were the weapons that I had in the dark place? Is that a coincidence, Agent?
Parking lot.
Go to the parking lot. Just gonna take all that. Thanks so much. Do you think she left any ammo on the ground? There was a lot of ammo. Look at all these boxes. Okay. So if it there's no map? Okay. Okay, well.
I was awake again, clear-headed for the first time in what felt like a lifetime. I was back exactly where I left. A dark forest outside Bright Falls. A gun in one hand, a flashlight in the other. Haunted by my own writing. Alice taken from me. I knew what I had to do. Stop the horror story from coming true. Stop the dark presence.
Fascinating. Okay, I got 6 shots and a dream. There was no, when I popped up, there wasn't a note or anything back here where my body was. I gotta look. You know I gotta look. There wasn't like a manuscript page or a... Nothing left behind, huh? Yeah, I guess not. Oh, that's right. He gave the page to Saga in the past. But, I mean, this is the future. Whatever. Anyway. Well, there's that deer still. That's an unpleasant image. Did I just realize that this is the exact same path that Nightingale took at the very beginning of the game? Right through the tree. Interesting. Very interesting. There's the witch. Alan, do we still have all those buffs that let us sneak through this, or are we gonna have to fight some haters? Late night! Oh, what the shit? Late night poker game! Oh, well, that is a terrible miss. You know what? I love the crazy shit they say. Oh, we got a game save. I'll take it. Is this going to be empty or full? Or is this game about to bless me with some, yo, let's go game? Thank you, video game. Yo, that is an unpleasant... Still no map, huh? This is a do you remember how to escape type of scenario. Yo, one of my favorites. Also, welcome to the party, pal. Oh, that's the beeper. It's nothing. If only they put some more loot in here for me, that would be so much fun. They weren't playing when they were like, it's the end. Shit's about to get real. Right, and this is the FBC facility that I can't get into, the lake house. See you in a DLC, I guess. Yeah?
In the dark place, the dark presence went into me. I was pulled back here, crossing over and weakened it. Made it dormant. I couldn't remember what had happened, but I could feel it. Getting stronger. Waking up. I thought it was hunting me, closing in. It was inside me the whole time, and then it took over. Turned me into scratch.
You know I have to look in here and see if there's anything crazy. Or if it's just the same stuff as before. Yep, we know that. Oh, that is a very high bar. That's almost full red. The drop down, yes. All right, I'm ready. Am I getting in the car?
I had to get to Bright Falls.
Yep.
See this through to the end.
What about Alan's jacket? I'm very well aware. I'm very well aware that it is...
Saga Anderson into this story to help me escape. She succeeded. It cost her everything. I'd used Alex Casey in my writing for years. The real Casey had been drawn here because of that. Now he was a victim too. Saga,
okay.
Casey, Alice, all this horror originates from me. It's my fault. Scratch had to be stopped. I've driven down this road before. Been driving on it forever.
I can't tell if that's like a nod to the first game. Do you remember, players? Do you remember?
If Scratch had brought the dark place here, this would take me back inside. In 2010, I dived in, a leap of faith for Alice, with no idea that the cost would be a nightmare worse than death. It had taken me 13 years to get out. Now Alice was dead because of me. And I was gonna make that leap again, this time knowing the cost all too well.
Interesting.
Another way to look at it, I had brought the dark place here with me. I never had gotten out. Maybe after this I finally could. It was a fool's hope. I had no choice. I had to do it. That didn't make me any less terrified. Fuck it.
Let's go. And then we're in the dark place. Right. Or we're what? Or we're at Deerfest. Or it's Deerfest time. Yo, what?
This is not what I expected.
This is so crazy in all the best ways. Hey, happy Deerfest, everyone. The much anticipated sequel to Departure and Initiation. Crazy. Do you think anyone ever told these townsfolk it was weird to wear these masks? Like in a creepy sort of creepy way? Open daily, store, ice wood.
Setting the trilogy's exciting conclusion at Deerfest makes Return a genre-bending mixture of fact and fiction.
I'm gonna be honest. Out of all the people wearing deer mask, she's the least threatening. There's something about her not threatening, just not. She like is the one at the cult that makes the tea.
Alan Wake's latest novel, Return, is breaking every literary record in existence.
Oh shit, it's the couple.
Great American novel.
The Deerfest scene is a strong contender for the most memorable ending in literature.
How dare they? How dare they do this? This is insane.
Shines a light on its author's brilliantly dark mind.
Rose?
Hello, I'm Ilma Koskela, and welcome to the Koskela Brothers Book Club. This week we will review the highly anticipated new novel by Alan Wake, Return. Return is printed on a firm, high-quality white offset, uncoated paper stock, making every page a true delight to turn in your fingertips. Alan Wake's brilliance is on full display with his choice of a hardcover book jacket made of a premium enamel stock with gloss lamination that is both tasteful and pleasant to the touch. Isn't that right? Wake set a high standard with his previous novels, but I can say without hesitation that Return contains the best and most compelling book description on a back cover that I have ever read. This book blurb is truly riveting and will keep you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. It is accompanied by a tasteful photograph of Alan Wake's home here in Bright Falls. The book weighs 1 pound and 3 ounces. Return is a true masterpiece. I'll give it a perfect score of 5 Alma beers out of 5. How about you? There
It's so
you
messed
have
up.
it.
It's so messed up.
Alan Wake has done it again. This was the Koskela Brothers Book Club. Cheers.
You know what's really funny about that? Is you might think, like, what a terrible actual book review. There used to be a YouTube channel. I don't know if they do this anymore, but years ago, like 2012, I would watch them religiously because all it was like people reviewing products terribly. It would be like, this new keyboard has many buttons on it. All of them work. When you plug it in, it types. It was so bad. It was terrible. I don't know how they kept getting product. It was one of the best things I've ever seen in my entire life. It was so good. It was so funny. I don't know if they still exist. I don't remember what that channel was called, but it was genius. And that is roughly... Can I get in the back? Hold on. First off. Rose? Hey. Is that you? I can't get past them, huh? I can never get in the back of there. What was in the employees? I never found a key for that, huh?
I needed to get a copy of Return. I needed to read the ending to have a shot at changing it. I was inside Scratch's ending. A perverse version of reality. The townspeople brainwashed. Everyone and everything revolved around Return.
The book begins
as if it had just been published.
A confident move by a veteran author.
Can I be honest? If this is what Alan was hearing all the time, I get why he was like, I can't do this anymore. I don't think I can do this anymore. This would drive me crazy. Yes, I saw.
Alan Wake knows his fans and never lets them down.
From terrifying supernatural dimensions to the quirky fun of Deerfest, Return's tone is flawlessly executed.
Natural horror.
Supernatural horror. Yo, what do we got here?
Continually subverts expectations. See, I expected the Koskolas to become taken because of their similarities to the Huatari brothers.
I mean, did you pick up on the whole, like, the first 5 minutes of the game, they were like, there's no one names a cult a cult.
The overlap scenes in particular are rich examples of this theme.
You were missing out, Pat. You should have hung out with me, Pat.
Saga and Casey down as literature's best law enforcement duo.
The Salt Shaker story had me rolling on the floor.
Sold out. All right, so
Return is a story
they're not making you, they're not going to make it easy for you. Sold out.
Wake deftly tricks the reader into believing the cult of the tree is the story's
Not me!
antagonist.
Not me!
The tragedy of Saga losing her family is a blatant commentary on a woman's struggle to balance her personal and professional lives.
I'm on board.
Oh, hey, we found it. I made this, and honestly, very impressed.
The stage fight scene in Departure is one-upped by the absolutely mind-frying Dark Ocean Summoning.
You know what? Is it crazy that I immediately just recognize these two based on the fact that one has no clothes? Even before seeing the names. Its residents are hilarious. Yep. You're damn right, Norman. You're damn right.
The old gods of Asgard are back. Wake clearly knows what his fans want to see.
Laugh out loud funny!
The gut-wrenching ending in which Saga is left to die in the lake is modern horror at its finest.
You shut your damn mouth, Norman. Oh, hold on. Oh, hey guys, what's going on? So that's Ilmo over there. The FBC. Wait, is this supposed to be... I can't tell if that's supposed to be Estevez or not. Is this all the people who died, maybe? I don't know, bro. I don't know. No, it can't be. That dude right there, still kicking. This is just the dark place messing with me. Hey, bud, you, what's going on? I need to find a copy of the book. Okay, I don't need to look at him. I need to find the book. Was the book over here? Am I just stupid? It funneled me here. So I feel like the whole point was I come here. Is the book? Oh my god. I was about to say, am I holding the book?
I could see the round windows of the writer's room in the photo. That's where I had to go. To rewrite the ending of Return.
Oh, that's not cool.
Sick story.
Am I running now? Oh no! Oh no! No! What the shit? Oh, all right, yeah, I mean, I guess that's how that would go in real life. Whoa! Not a fan of this load. Yeah, okay. Just gonna skip all this.
I could get out through the back. I had the book now. I could write my ending to Return. I had to get to the writer's room to stop this horror story. This was an obsessive, egocentric nightmare, all revolving around a vain monster of a writer and his final divine work of art.
Wow, so we're really going back to the nursing home and then up into the spot.
It would keep
Thomas Zane's home. The house Thomas Zane bought for his artist collective. Ay, ay, ay. Well, I've got no ammo. I've got no life. Hopefully I won't get stabbed with a knife. You know who would be great to see here? Ati. If Ati was like, Tom!
I had to find another way
That wasn't
inside.
Ati. Is this open now because, I cut it earlier? No, it's not. Are they going to make me go through that building in order to get... Oh, my whole God. Maybe I can get through here. They really are. You monsters. Oh, no. We are full horror mode now, kids. Oh, shit.
Alice? What was that? Alice was dead. Was this a trap? Or was Scratch torturing me?
I mean, I know the answer. No matter what it is, it's definitely torture. Alan, pick up that weight and throw it at a guy. Run, run, run. Stop looking behind you. Stop looking behind you. Oh, what the shit, Alan? Stop looking behind you, Alan. Stop looking behind you. Just go, buddy. Just go. Just go, my friend. Just go.
Shut the fuck up!
Go, 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 go. It's right there. It's right there, bud. It's right there, bud. No more getting hit by debris. No more getting hit by debris. Go. Yo, Rose for the win. Let's go, Rose.
You're safe in the light, Alan. For now. But he's very pushy.
Rose, right? From the diner. How are you here?
I'm here to save you, silly. I got your instructions. I found every hidden message you left for me. In the radio, in the wind, in the forums on my Alan Wake fan site.
What? No, Rose, I haven't been leaving you any messages.
Oh, I get it. Yes, Alan, only a crazy person would think you've been leaving them secret messages. Wink. But now you need to get your butt upstairs, Alan. This shit won't right itself, no matter what William Shakespeare said.
Right. Thank you, Rose. I'll do what I can.
Hell yes, Rose. Hell yes. Also, that's my favorite William Shakespeare quote. This shit will write itself. William Shakespeare. You know what? I was like, it's very dark. Why can't I? Because I had the flashlight off.
Upstairs.
Let's
The
go.
writer's room must be in the attic. That's where the windows were.
Here's the real question. Is Ati? Thank you, Remedy.
We'll loop around and come to Keter, Tom. I have put everything ready for the visitors. I'll come to wash the floor of your room next. All you need is water and Vileda. Water is the oldest bulb. Water finds its way. What water brings, it takes away. It can be clean or dirty. It can keep life or drown it.
Ahti. I didn't expect to see you here, but it makes sense. Can you help me find my way? One last time.
Now there's a devil in the fish trap. Don't be spooked by it so that shit won't start beating your underpants. Okay. I'll get the door open for you, Tom. There you go. The matter is a stake. Now comes the end of the rhyme.
Thank you, Ahti.
So just, yep.
I needed to write the ending.
Right.
I only had one chance to get this right.
So just like how Saga had her room that had a real-life analog room, Alan has his room that has a real-life analog room as well, of course.
I needed an ending that took everything already in return and extended it into a conclusion that would save us. Only the perfect ending would work. Return's ending was an eternal Deerfest that would keep spreading. Given time, Scratch would plunge the world into his nightmare. I had to stop that from happening. I had to write one more chapter for Return. A perfect ending that would save us all. I was the only one who could write it. Everything depended on this. On me. Any second now, Scratch would burst through that door to stop me.
Shoot him.
Every plot thread dangled in my brain.
Wait, what?
It suddenly felt impossible. Something stirred in the room, coming to me. An idea.
Also, can we talk about how Scratch's master plan is to make one of the top 100 small town events to see spread across the world? Of course I'm joking, but also am I?
Genre fit the genre if it's going to work. The ending has to fit the genre if it's going to work. In a horror story, there's only victims and monsters. If there is a hero, they will ultimately pay a heavy price.
I won't let the horror story take Logan and Casey. They were dragged into this. They need to survive. Non-negotiable.
Not just them. We need to try to save everyone.
The ending will have to be dark no matter what. The more people we save, the greater the cost. And the hero must pay the price.
The scales always need to balance.
Interesting.
Something felt different. I'd never seen myself in a vision before, but it fit. Saga and I were both at the center of this story. She was now my co-author. This was the beginning of the end. We were characters in a horror story, charging blindly towards the finale. We still didn't have everything we needed. This would not work without the clicker.
Through darkest dark, I'm pushing through. Through the end, I'm reaching you.
Man, I wish I had...
They keep saying that my baby.
I wish I had the lyrics to the big musical number, because the breakdown bit where Tom is talking, Alan is talking about his like little jazz breakdown thing. He mentions that in order to get out of the loop, he needs to find the echo And at the time, I was like, yo, that's just because, like, that's a game mechanic. But, like, was it referring to that kind of stuff? Or he's like, I didn't think I was in an echo, but here I am in an echo. I don't know. Echo scenes to seek out. I guess that's referring to game mechanics. But is it, though? It can be both. I mean, it can be both, yeah.
Last words to say. I'll change this story so it's saying when there's no one left to love and there's no one left to go in us all, still keep you with me through the darkest night, and I
Yes, echo senses, echo scenes to seek out again and again until I figure it out to bring this song to its end. Oh no.
What's going on? Am I in the field office? No. It's the mine place.
You know, when they show it like this, you know how it can be hard to... Because the dark place is so messed up in Alan's version of it. You kind of forget that... I mean, like, it can be something like this. It can be... It's a twisted version of reality created by the person in it. Sort of like an evil version of that thing from Star Trek Generations. Does that make any sense? Where Picard's like, I can't leave. I've got kids and a Christmas tree, right? Except it's like the bad version of that. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, I guess I'm real quick. I thought for sure she'd be like, go kick their ass, Saga. It's all right. I know you want me to do it. I know you want me to do it, Mom.
I can't sense anyone.
Right. Because there's really nobody here. Oh, cool.
Nothing's working. I can't think straight.
But also they're doing a great job of showing you, like, how quickly it messes with you. Right? Because...
Where is everything?
Because Alan goes nuts. And he keeps getting nuttier, which is why it becomes so bonkers.
My work. It's all gone. What the hell is happening? can't leave. Why can't I leave?
Come on, you got this. You have old god plus potentially quantum jumping powers. It's in your blood,
Dark
Saga.
Presence took over Casey, stole the clicker from me. The last thing I remember is him throwing me into Cauldron Lake. I'm in the dark place. I'm lost. I don't know how to get out. I don't know what to do. That wasn't me. Was it? What? Failed who? What's happening to the case board?
Yo, stop. Other Saga. I'm in the dark place. I'm lost. Yo, we already are at other Saga levels of madness? Hell yes. Okay, let's go.
The board says I failed them. Who's them?
I let everyone down. Logan, Casey, myself. This is my fault. My daughter is dead. My partner was taken over by a monster. I'm trapped in the dark place.
Yo, I love the second one behind her. Oh, that's a cool visual.
Powerless. What is happening here? This isn't me. Casey. Casey depended on me, and I let him down. I wasn't watching his back. I got wrapped up chasing the wrong lead. He needed me. Now he's turned into a monster. He needed me. Logan. I neglected my family for my job. I was too thrilled by the cases.
Yo, I
The
love that.
mysteries. I liked how dangerous the work was. And now that danger has destroyed my family. It killed my daughter. No.
That is such good visual storytelling. Holy shit.
Scratch took Casey, and it's my fucking fault.
It's your fault he got hurt? Stop. What?
I'm a failure. This is what I deserve. I'm a terrible mother. I let my daughter die.
This is such a good, quick, like, oh, do you want to know what the dark place does to you? Here you go. This is such a good version of this. Also, what? Interesting. Okay.
The story.
My life, my family is just part of a book.
Another white asshole deciding what I get to do, how I get to do it. He took my daughter from me.
I'll never be free of this story from him.
He used her.
Interesting. I'm like super into the idea. Like, again, just like with Alan, all of her like really intrusive, dark, awful thoughts, the things that like, oh, man, I absolutely love. Logan is dead. Yo,
She's not dead. God damn it.
Logan is dead. Yo. Yeah, just how like Scratch was like just a bad. I was gonna say I was trying to break him down, but like just literally the worst person imaginable. Yo, she's fading from existence. Stop this. You're the only one who won't accept she's dead. What makes more sense? Everyone is wrong or you are. If you had been at work, she'd still be. If you hadn't been at work, she died alone and scared, begging you for help, and you weren't there. As the water filled her lungs, she realized you weren't coming. Yo, what? Can you even still call yourself a mother after you let your own child die?
No! I'm done with this. It just keeps coming back.
You're blaming a horror story instead of yourself, you coward. Admit she's dead. You killed her, you killed her, you killed her.
Something's very fucking wrong here. Scratch. He's using Casey now. Like he used Wake. What is this?
Casey's gone. It's all your fucking fault. Huh. Oh no. Night Springs?
Casey was hurt. I should have been watching his back.
She's blaming herself, just like with her daughter. Same thing with Alan. Alan was talking about how his wife was... But the problem is that it doesn't just, like, put the blame on you. It then makes you exert your anger towards other people, right? So it both... Oh, stop that. Stop that shit. It both, like, hits you with the 1-2 punch of, like, you're a bad person, and then takes the anger inside of you. You know, like, when a person does something wrong? I'm sure we've all been there, where you fucked up, you've done something stupid, and you are told that you're wrong, and it hurts you, right? You're hit with the 1-2 punch of, like, I really fucked up, but then you, like, mentally project anger back on other people because that is, like, a defense mechanism. That's the dark place. It is the amalgamation of all that shit. It's like, okay, I'm bad, but also, F you for telling me I'm bad.
There's no way out.
Fascinating. Oh, come on, mama.
This case. This room. Is any of it even real?
Yeah, I love that. You don't need to tell me I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong. Like that very... And so that's what Scratch is like, that personification for Alan. Right? It was him. It was him the entire time. He is that, like... He was that person. And I think we all have the capacity to be that person. And the Dark Place amplifies that and creates something evil with it.
Night Springs. Logan and David love that show. Their weekly ritual.
Okay, that's just my computer slowly dying. Or the game. You know what? I'm going to say trippy game. I'm going to say trippy game. And not my computer...
Casey was being corrupted and I did nothing.
Slowly dying. Injury report. Alex Casey, FBI. Description of injury. Subject seems physically weakened with some confusion about his whereabouts and events. Concussion? Similar symptoms to those becoming shaded individuals. Exposure to the shadow is suspected, but not confirmed. Oh, but also, you knew he was hurt. You knew the dark presence did something to him. You didn't care. You only pretended to care when it was convenient, and the second he became a liability, you let Scratch have him. What's interesting is that that's not what that says. Continued observation shows no signs of increased aggression in subject. Subject remains aware and coherent. A starkly different progression than other victims. All right, so basically the reason why he was different is because the Scratch was waiting to use him.
Scratch was Wake. How could I miss that?
Location, Bright Falls, Washington. Kieran Estevez, lead agent. Mr. Wake, is this the same conversation from before? Mr. Wake, you have been taken into FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation later. This is the same conversation. Okay, all right. Yes, you mentioned this dark presence before. There were so many hints. How did you miss this? Wake was Scratch. It was right under your nose. Wake was Scratch. Scratch was Wake. Scratch was Wake. Scratch was Wake. Scratch Wake. Scratch Wake. Great. Okay. We're slowly succumbing to it, but... Oh, wow.
I never should have trusted these.
So they're all back now? Great. Should I look at the profiling one more time? Just to... Alright, it's not going to do anything. This is messed up. Alright, you're a terrible mom. That's not true. I ignored the fact the dark presence was affecting Casey. You're a terrible partner.
This isn't... What?
You should have brought him to Cauldron Lake right to... What? You should never have. Okay, I understand. I get it. Sorry. I reread that 4 times. Welcome to my life. Welcome to my life. This has all been hallucination. You've lost your mind.
What's happening?
Shadow monsters, false realities, magical writers. Really? I use manuscript pages from a crutch as a crutch instead of doing my job. You're a terrible detective.
Wait, what?
The pages were your excuse for always being one step behind. Wake was Scratch all along. I had no idea. You're a terrible detective.
It feels like I'm trapped in a nightmare. Stuck in an echo chamber with all my fears, my doubts, my insecurities.
Why do I feel like that's chat right now? You read that wrong, Jesse. Idiot, 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 idiot. Idiot, idiot. Casey was injured because I left him behind. You are a terrible partner. No? It's your fault.
What's happening to me?
You needed backup and you weren't there. I took Logan away from her father. You're a terrible mom.
That's not... No.
Is there another case? Nope. Okay, it's just saying that there's more to put here, huh? Well, that's cool. Well, this is cool. Well, it's slowly putting more stuff.
It was so obvious the Koskela brothers were behind the cult.
Now that's true. You should be angry. You should be angry at yourself about that. I've been saying that for half the game, and you were like, "I can't believe it that you want." I mean, that's a truther right there. You know what? I'm gonna ding you on that one.
There's no way out.
Okay, I don't. You know what? Fair play. Touche, Saga. Touche.
The cult was just the beginning of the spiral.
If the dog is there, it's like the dog was a mare. They made the mare a dog. Why couldn't I figure that out?
Logan. The horror story used her.
I've had it with you cultist maniacs.
I never should have left Casey at the hotel by himself. I spent too much time away from Logan.
Again, that's the image where someone said that was the former from Control. Very well could be. Or it also, again, could be a Fall Guy. I have no answers for you.
Nope, nope, nope.
Nothing else? I guess we could go here and look. I'm gonna assume no, but... Okie dokie. I abandoned my partner to investigate on my own. I mean, you did, but that's not... You weren't terrible.
No.
You were so eager to be in charge that you left him behind. I don't know if that's true. Logan was alone.
What the hell?
She's been every day by herself in that trailer. Case was wrong, put his trust in me. That's not true.
I hate this, but it's all true. I had tried to silence these thoughts. Focus on the case. But I can't escape them anymore. I'm drowning. I need a way out before I'm dragged under.
Fucked this case up so badly, the FBC took over. Well, I mean, they were already in charge. You just didn't know.
I can't do this.
What kind of detective are you? They were right in front of you. Logan's death broke something inside of me. No? You lost your mind.
God damn it.
You couldn't face what happened, so you cracked. Oh, what the fuck? Can I ask you a question?
There's no way out.
If I had just gone from the board to profiling, would I never have seen that? Was that there just because I you know what, I'm gonna back up and turn around. How dare you? How dare you, Remedy? How dare you?
Scratch was too much for us. I should have made KC stay behind.
Yo, well?
No, I'm not reading anymore. My badge. Never should have taken this case.
Real quick check. Nope. Come on. There's, look, I'm gonna need, for consistency, I'm gonna need a picture of a dog right there, and it's gonna be like, I believe the mayor was a dog? I am crazy. If we could just make that happen.
No. There has to be a way out. I need a way out. Oh, God. None of this is real. I've lost it. I'm not even here. The mind place isn't real. A case about supernatural darkness. I'm having a full-on psychotic break. I dragged Logan away to a tin can in Watery. She's dead because of me. There has to be a way out.
I should have never streamed this. Chat's just gonna make fun of me for not picking up the clues. I'm terrible at boss fights. I always die at least once. Why can't I figure out what to do right away? Everything I do is terrible. I'm an idiot. An idiot. You know what? Having remotes for those lights paid off in spades. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great about it. That's a good bit right there.
I need a way out. It's over. There's no point trying. Everything is lost. There's no way out. No way to fix this. There's no way out. I'm stuck here forever. Just me and my past. My guilt. My mistakes. I'm not getting anywhere. But this is my mind place. My mind. Everything I need is here. It has to be.
Okay, she's starting to believe.
The lights. No. No. I'm not giving up. Focus, Saga.
Okay, now I'm not
The
believing.
answers I need are here somewhere.
Now I'm not starting to believe.
I saw this online and it made me think of you. Okay, what are you doing? Don't make a big deal out of it, Mom. No hugs, no hugs.
Yo, You know how in the beginning of the game, when you first play as Saga, there's a bunch of stuff around the room, and it's like stuff about her backstory, about her past, and it really doesn't seem like it plays much of a role. It's sort of like there to fill out the world, and you learn a little bit about her, but you don't get anything from it. This is all that stuff. This is all that stuff from the beginning of the game. This is a letter from her mom.
Hey. Just calling to say thanks for your note. Oh, sometimes I just get in my head too much. So, thanks for pulling me out. You're really the best, Mom. Really. Okay. Talk soon.
This is a photo of Casey. I remember because I looked at it and it was, oh.
Look, after Miranda left, it was, well, I was in a bad place. You dragging me to those dinners at your house with your family, it really, meant a lot. Thank you.
And then, for the last one, the dog mare. No, not the dog mare. For sure I thought the dog mare would be it.
Stop blaming yourself, Anderson. A knife in the arm is just part of the job. If you're gonna keep fussing, you can get the hell out. Look, Dad, leave the whiskey.
Hey, Mom, I made you a charm bracelet for good luck. I made a matching one for me, so bring me back something cool from Washington.
I am honored by this award. Thank you. While our agency must continue to improve, the work we do here, protecting communities, pursuing the truth, it's the most important work there is.
Sorry, I had to double check just in case Dog Powers was there. You never know. I think that was all the things that were here. I think so. All right. Okay. A commendation I received from the FBI. You're a terrible detective.
I can't let this place make me question myself. I know what I'm doing.
Hell yes.
No idea what I'm doing. What the fuck?
No? Forced before I left. So she didn't die because of you, because she's alive.
Logan
right.
isn't anyone's plot device. She's my daughter. And she's not dead.
Dead! She's dead. I didn't save her. Shit!
Our job is dangerous. Casey himself told me that. It's no one's fault.
Fault! It is! It is! Fuck, no!
I do like these little bits. If I were a bad detective, I'd probably be dead by now. Blaming myself for past mistakes won't solve the case. My daughter isn't dead, and I won't let some bullshit story convince me that I let her die. And this one's pretty good, too. I wish I'd been there for Casey, but I know he wouldn't want me to blame myself for this. We can't control every outcome. He taught me that. It's good stuff. That's good stuff.
It's not too late. I can still save them.
No matter what I do, someone will get hurt. I don't know what to do. I'm afraid.
I'm my own worst enemy. The fears in my head are stopping me from trying. From leaving.
I might not always be the best partner, but Casey trusted me. He wouldn't give up. And neither will I. Casey's still out there. I'm sure of it. Oh yeah, reassuring her from Mom would go there.
God damn it!
No. This is all real. I know it is. The FBI will kick me out. I'll have nothing.
No, no, no!
Haven't lost yet. At least not yet. I haven't lost at least not yet. This is all real. This place wants me to doubt myself, but I can't. I still have work to do. Right, that's the bad one. Right, you're never home. Right. But F that. I got a mug from my kid.
It's okay to be afraid. But I can't let this end here.
I can't. I just want it to stop.
Giving up won't make this stop. Logan needs me. Casey needs me.
I might not be the perfect mom, but I've done my best. Logan loves me, and I love her.
I'm so close. The dark place wants me to hate myself. But I just need to get inside my own head.
Bracing for jump scare. Nope, we're good. Okay, cool.
I've made mistakes. I'll make more. But I can do better. And I can start by leaving this room.
I'm afraid it will hurt. But nothing will hurt more than not trying to save them.
It will hurt. But I will fight.
Am I gonna go put this on the case board? Like, I'm opening the door.
The dark place tried to trap me here. The only way to leave is facing it head on. Wake called it a nightmare. I need to dive into that nightmare and find a way back home.
Look, Saga, I'm gonna need you to go through this door and meet your father on the other side, please. That would be so good. I'm strong on that, and Logan needs me. Let's go! Yo, it's all back! Amazing. Okay, solved. Is it gonna let me put these down now? And for later? How much later is later? Did I just miss so much that the game was like, sorry, bro? Wow, okay. My weapon upgrades are back. You know what? You know what? I heard a song once upon a time. Why is it so quiet? Why is it so quiet? Saga, why is it so quiet? Oh, my heart. All right. So quiet. Doesn't want to disturb the neighbors. You're right. No. These sons of bitches. I'm going to burn the dark place to the ground. Center. He was a good boy. God damn you. God damn you, Scratch. He was a good boy. What the hell? End of...
Saga, wake up.
Yo.
The payphone was ringing. Somehow I knew the call was for me.
Crazy. Is there a map of here? No, because why would there be for her? Do I have all my stuff? Nope. Interesting. The shadow figures are now Alan? Is that what that's supposed to mean? Return, Scratch. Oh, that's super interesting. Your fault. It's not like your stories are any good. You're a lousy writer. Cheap thrills and pretentious shit. I love it. I love it.
Hello?
It's me again. You need to go to the statue of Parliament Tower Plaza. To make your ending come true, you will need what's inside the shoebox there.
The ending? A shoebox? Who is this?
All right.
Agent Anderson. Is that really you? Sorry, this place likes to play tricks.
Sheriff Breaker? What happened to you? How did you end up in the dark place?
I was brought here. Snatched away from the morgue by a man named Orland Dorr. Been trying to piece it together for... well, it feels like a long time now.
Who is this Dorr person?
He's here. Somewhere. I've been seeing his face in my dreams for years. This whole thing is insane. But he is much more than he seems. He's connected to all of this.
One sec, bud. One quick sec, bud.
This is the first time I've seen a page about Warlindor. Who is he?
A door that stands between two rooms is in both. A door that can lead anywhere is everywhere.
Yo!
That door is the center. He governs the currents of reality.
With all the powers mixed up in this, it's hard to know who's playing who. Opening too many doors. This isn't important right now. I can look into it later.
Girl, it is so important!
The page describes him moving through the door. How can I do that?
The dark place has many faces and many names. It is a mirror, reflecting all possible realities. The family of doors have the power to shift between these realities, here and elsewhere.
If I can find a way to navigate through this nightmare, maybe I can find a way to get back home.
Family of doors, eh? Oh, well. That's a lot.
I need to get to Parliament Tower Plaza. Do you have any idea where it is?
This place, it's like trying to find your way around in a dream. I've been trying to map it, but it keeps looping, shifting. Like there are many versions stacked on top of each other. There is a page. Describes Door finding his way through this place. I tried to follow the steps, but no luck.
Can I see that page, Tim?
Of course. In fact, it's the page I tried to give you back in the morgue in Bright Falls.
Interesting.
Huh. Now that I think about it, maybe Door brought me here to keep you from reading it. Here.
Until now, maybe? Maybe it was like, you gotta be ready to read it?
I'm gonna keep looking for Door. The closer I get, the closer I feel to waking up. I need to find the man behind the curtain.
Warlindor walked across the rain-slicked tiles of Caldera Street Plaza. He stopped at the door to the construction yard. A poster for his talk show hung there. He stepped through, willing it to take him to Parliament Tower Plaza.
I know what I need to do. The door to Parliament Tower Plaza was at the construction yard.
I'm just gonna enter.
Warlindor walked across the rain-slicked tiles of Caldera Street Plaza. The rain didn't seem to touch him. He sensed his steps were being observed, documented into the story. He allowed it, this one time for this one reason, to be passed on by his unwilling disciple to read at the right time. The ocean that was the dark place took the shape of New York City, drawn for the mind of Alan Wake. In part for the writer to navigate his prison, in part to torment him as he struggled to find his way out. Door was not bound by the rules as Wake was. He came and went as he pleased. For now, Door entertained the writer's fantasy, for a purpose known only to him. At the edge of the plaza, he stopped at the door to the construction yard. A poster for his talk show hung there, another part of Wake's fiction. He stepped through, willing it to take him to Parliament Tower Plaza.
I really need to go back and play Quantum Break again. I can't remember. The last time I played it, literally, I think was like a decade ago. Not that. 2016, we agreed, was when it came out. But it feels a long... Look, we had a pandemic. Anyway, I gotta go back because there's so many scenes between Hatch and Joyce that occur in that game that I have to wonder if there's any little crumbs. I have to wonder. Is there anything on here that... I don't know. Doors bewitched. Go to the tree. The murder sites. The overlap. So escape the dark place, get to Parliament Tower, find the door in the construction yard. Yo, do you have a map of this area, my man? Are you gonna hook me up? No? Great. I imagine construction yard would be the light there leading me. I hope. Even though that doesn't seem like a construction yard. What's going on directly in the center? Oh, the construction yard, because they're it's a... Right. Can I get in here? Right, because they were demolishing the tower last time, so it just makes sense that this would be the place. Well, this isn't... awesome. They were like, hey, remember that part that was absolutely just hell for you? You're back, baby. Also, I love that in this version. So yeah, for sure. Last time we were here, that went on in like for infinity.
I made it. I need to get up to the street and find that statue.
I wish you weren't my mom. I hate you.
Logan would never say that.
Let me drown. You pushed me.
Enough already.
Oh, we here now, huh? Okay.
There's the shoebox. The clicker. And some kind of bullet. Shining with light. How did the clicker get here from Washington?
Deus Ex Machina. What the shit? Okay, ow. For realsies? Oh my god. Escape the dark place. Yeah, no, that's my objective. That's my plan. Oh, he's gone. Night. Hello?
Yes?
Hello. You don't know me, but you need to listen.
Hold on. How did you know the clicker would be there?
This is important. Alan's lost. He doesn't have the ending. He needs your help to finish the story.
How am I supposed to help him from here? Okay. I'm in the dark place. Wake is in Washington. I could talk to him in overlaps before. My mind place is more powerful than I ever knew. I can try to contact him.
I am so worried that if I go to these guys are gonna come kill me. Oh Lord. What if I found a place that was light and took a minute not to die, baby? I'm just gonna be safe. 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 Oh, for the love of shit. Hi. Hey, everyone. I'm just gonna come over here and profile real quick.
Alan. We need to talk about the ending.
Saga, what is this?
My mind place. I've reached out to you like this before. But I understand more about it now.
You see visions too. I used to think they were ideas, inspiration, but they're real. Just like this now. I try to use them to make the story come true.
So this is coming from both of us. Maybe that's how we could communicate in the overlaps. We could use this to stop Scratch.
First, I need the ending.
So there's a problem with the ending?
I don't have the ending. It has to be perfect, but I don't have time to figure it out. I don't know what to do. Fuck. I'm so sorry. This whole thing is a fucking mess.
I agree. But we can still figure this out. And what exactly does perfect mean?
The elements of the ending need to come from the story's pre-existing parts. To make matters worse, this is a horror story.
You don't need to tell me this is a horror story.
Right. The ending has to fit the genre if it's going to work. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters.
There must be a way to bring a hero into the story.
If there is a hero, they will ultimately pay a heavy price.
So the ending has to be earned, set up by the story. You can't build a case without supporting evidence.
That's the only way to make it stick.
I can't let the horror story take Logan and Casey. They were dragged into this. They need to survive. Non-negotiable.
Not just them. We need to try to save everyone. I have an idea how to help Casey. He's a real person who I twisted into a character. He isn't my creation, so he isn't a suitable host for the Dark Presence. I can write that into the ending to drive that fucking thing out of him.
Well, if the ending has to fit the story, this is how I see it. Return is a story about a story that comes true. And I'm a character in the story.
Not just a character. The hero.
Okay, a hero. In any case, I've been through hell to be here. And this is my life. It feels earned to me that I rise above the story and be there to create the ending.
Yes. That's what we're doing. Here, now. We're figuring out the ending I need to write.
This isn't Scratch's ending. But this isn't your ending either. This is our ending. You aren't the only one deciding these things anymore.
You're right. I can't do this alone. Every time I write, things only get worse.
You beat this thing back in 2010, Alan. And here you are doing the same again. You're a hero too. We're in this together.
Then let's bring it home.
The ending will have to be dark, no matter what. The more people we save, the greater the cost. And the hero must pay the price.
One of the heroes. The scales always need to balance. Fuck it. Let's go with this.
Are you sure?
There's no time for anything better. Scratch could be here any second.
Then that's our ending. I have the clicker. I'll find a way to get it to you.
And I'll get the pages down. See you on the other side.
I need to retrace my steps back to Caldera Street Plaza. I arrived in the dark place through the fountain. Maybe I can leave that way too.
Boy, oh boy, where the hell
Caldera
was...
Plaza is back through the subway. I have to hurry.
Girl, if I could remember where the subway was. I feel like it's there, but it's so dark down there. Oh, that's flashlights. Flashlights. Right. Flashlights. This seems like a get ready for a fun time kind of situation. You know what? I learned this from my good friend Alan. He said, F them haters. Yo, knife guy! Cut that shit out, knife guy! Yo, no, that's a terrible sound. Nope. All right, here we go.
Alan?
So cool.
Saga, I finished it. The ending we talked about.
I have the clicker and the bullet of light. Let's do this. I have to be the one to do it.
I feel like I've always been on this journey. Okay. It must end here. This darkness. What lies under the surface now shifts. A play of shadows catching my eye, thrusting my face into the water. He's here. It's shockingly cold. Past the mirror of the surface. And I will see.
KC?
The end. Scratch! Now! that searing light of truth that for a flash pierces the shadows and reveals the hidden horror. And in that moment of silence, the whispered message finally heard.
Come on, you motherfucker! Come on! Come on!
What if there's nothing waiting to be revealed? The play of shadows fooled us all, subterfuge to get our price of admission. Darkness not as a monster, but as emptiness. We're none the wiser. No answers, no truths. The hero turns to look inside, is destroyed by what he sees, and is redeemed. Saga said we're both heroes. I'll pay that price. So will she. We are here to kill the monster. I pray nothing comes after this. Nothing will sleep. This is how we win. Is it too easy? What if this is still the dark place? Another dream to wake up from, always coming back to the beginning. The memory of what came before burned away by this terrible realization. Maybe it's a mercy, forgetting. To know nothing when we loop around, back to the...
Is it over? Anderson?
Look at this monster. Look at this monster right here. Oh, hey. Look at this monster. Look at this monster right here. Yo. We're sticking through to the end, obviously. See a lot of great names on here. A lot of people I know who are very cool. Good people. The thing is, well, we'll see. I am convinced there is there's more after this. I'm not stressed about that at all. I'm very curious. I mean, they also said there's 2 DLCs, but like, I mean, in this particular game, there's gonna be a post-credit something. I'm very, very curious about some of the other aspects of this universe right now. Saga technically is part of the FBC right now. I know I saw you say you think Saga will join the FBC. Saga was deputized by Estevez. So technically she's part of it. What I think that ending, I mean, I guess we'll find out here in a minute, but I think that ending is Casey and Saga in the real world killing Alan, but sending the Dark Presence, Scratch, whatever it is, back to the Dark Place. I feel like it's one of those things very similar to the Hiss, where, you know, the connector to the Hiss realm wasn't necessarily, like, that was destroyed. So the Hiss are no longer in our reality, but there is like a whole existence of Hiss, right? Jesse Faden didn't like destroy the Hiss forever. She just shut them out of our reality. Similar with, you know, like the mold and stuff. Like the whole thing is that there's multiple realities and some of them are like not great. And so, that's the whole idea behind what the Control Remedyverse is. Like, it's interesting. I'm so curious what is going to happen. But again, it was loops upon loops upon loops, but it was a spiral down. I think that's a very good setup from Control. I think that's really neat. I am impressed by the whole idea of, like, the beginning of this game is the end of this game, is the middle of this game, is, like, every twist was the same twist. You know what I mean? Like, everything was reinforced upon itself over and over and over and over and over again.
This part is just for you. After the haunting started, I got in touch with an organization that was still looking into what happened in Bright Falls. I went to their offices and something happened there. After I got home, I could suddenly remember everything. I remembered being trapped inside that lake. A dark ocean with echoes of myself. My fears, my photos. Inside a dark tide of madness, the same events and images looping again and again. And then I saw a light. Your light. You dove in just as I swam out. You never drowned. And you're still there reaching out. That is what the haunting is. I can see you because I've been there too. I chose to come back to the dark place.
Right.
That is why I put on this exhibition. I had to mislead you so that I could get you to where you needed to be. The only way out of your loop is destruction or ascension, light or dark. And we've covered the destruction part many times over. And we're getting to the ascension bit by bit. Time means nothing here. You'll still need to go through the loop. But I will keep showing you the images you need to see, the light you need to see, until you're ready. Alan, I think we're getting close.
It's not a loop. It's a spiral.
Well, yeah, bro. So he needs to ascend back up the spiral that he's been going down. Is that the vibe? Instead of him looping, and I think we figured this out much earlier. At least we had the discussion about it, where you know, Tom and like it was this spot. The problem that I have, and I still don't think I have an answer to this, is what was the start of the spiral? Was it Tom setting it all in motion? Like I don't. Okay, for a minute I thought this was Auntie singing, and I was like, but so they're working on a new game plus unsure of the release date. Interesting. So, but like if it's a spiral, Alan and everyone involved has been just spiraling down the entire time, right? Which again, that's the symbolism in the transitions between Saga and Alan, but more importantly, it's also the symbolism between all the different things happening in the game in regards to, you know, like the depressive? Is that a word? The nature of the dark place and how when you're there, you yourself spiral out of control. Oppressive. And so I love the idea that as we're spiraling down, and he keeps trying to write and rewrite, and it keeps getting darker and grittier and more awful, that if he goes back up, we'll find the starting point. And the starting point is the most interesting thing to me, because that, I think, would give us an answer as to who, because Ati addresses you as Tom, right? So, is Alan, lots of questions. We've asked these same questions 15 times now, no answers. But I think it's very good that we have some sort of idea of, okay, I wish we had text on screen. I'm trying to listen to lyrics. In Nightless Night, Tom is Alan, Alan is Tom. They're not the same, but they're swapped. No, and I understand that. But there's also talk about, there was some stuff about how Alan never met his father, and, there's, again, there's so many things we don't know and little crumbs that could be there just to throw you off. It could be red herring stuff. It could also be things that are very important to the story. There's a lot of threads very specifically to the Alan Wake storyline. And again, Alice said, she's like, Rose. Rose was like, oh, I got all those things you said to, in order to help you get out of here. Here's the thing. Did he write that in just now? Right? When he was like, yo, let me help you, Saga. You're the hero. Rose says to Saga, you're the hero. I know you're the hero because Alan told me you're the hero. And so, did he then in that moment just write all those things for Rose to then retcon? Because Saga was like, all of it needs to make sense. We can't just bullshit this ending. So, good questions. Right? Because Rose was like, sure thing, silly, wink. And I think perhaps because, again, but then, whoa. But then Alan was contacting Alice. Alice threw herself back into the lake. In the lake, she tells Alan to leave the photos of the clicker and the bullet in the shoebox, which then Alan tells to Saga, which then Saga uses to Deus Ex Machina Alan back into the dark place. I sound like a crazy person. It could be that Alice is at the top of the spiral and the ascension is going back up to Alice, but the question is, along the way, where does Tom fit in? Also, I would think the top would be Tom, because Tom seems like the starting point. But was Tom the first one sucked into the lake? Because it said the lake always goes for people that are artistic of nature, and Tom he went to the lake for a very specific reason. Why he would leave Finland to then travel to Cauldron Lake to be like, I'm gonna set up an artist commune, man. After making a video I haven't even thought about that part. The man made a video, or a movie, about ascending out of a well, featuring characters that then here in Bright Falls and Watery, and then he moves there, and all of it comes true. And the movie says based off Alan Wake's stories. And so again, down we go. Down we go. And yes, he very well could have used the camera OOP from Control. He very well could have used that. We have no evidence of that right now, but he very well could have. It existed during the time period that the movie was made. The question then is, because he used it, did it then create the reality of him going there? Or is all that still Dark Place shenanigans and not necessarily reality? So here's the thing. Tom can't just create Alan out of thin air. Everything created in the Dark Place must be from something in reality. You can't just make some shit up. So Alan must exist. Tom must exist. But maybe, I don't know. Has Tom been confirmed outside the Dark Place? Yes. Cynthia, the old lady who helps you in the first game and attacks you in this one, she is like, yo, Tom, big fan of his works. He was a great artist. Tom exists. He's a real thing. And yes, I agree there's time shenanigans going on, which is why I thought, even though Alan Wake wrote Alex Casey novels, in the Dark Place, maybe the Alex Casey who we saw in the Dark Place who was messing with us, like grabbing us and stuff, maybe that was the timey-wimey version of the Alex Casey that was thrown into the lake. Obviously, it's probably not the case, but it's so open to interpretation at this point because the timey-wimey nature of the Baramy Jeremy or whatever the Jeremy Baramy of the Dark Place is so out of whack that honestly it could really be anything. Is Tom Zane in Alan Wake 2 even the real Tom Zane? Great question. Is it Alan? Everyone keeps calling, he looks like Alan Wake. He talks like Alan Wake. Everyone addresses him as being similar to Alan Wake, looking exactly like him. Even Tim Breaker's like, yo, I saw you, but it wasn't that Scratch guy you mentioned. It was some other dude, and when I mentioned I was a cop, he ran away. So, how does the camera OOP fit in this? In Control, there's a camera, object of power, that is, it has a really cool scene where Jesse rides on like a conveyor belt thing, like some sort of transport thing. And what the camera does is it brings, it makes it real. Anything you're filming is now real. And it brings it into reality. And so it is very possible that and the camera existed in at least 1968 we're aware of. At least 68. And in the 70s is when Tom made his film. So it's quite possible. And then in 19 something, I don't know. I actually have it right here. The timestamps are it was first used in 1968 to make a Western, and a cast member was killed during an on-set incident, stopping production. It's believed that Blessed Pictures bought the camera when shipping it from a shoot. It was sold at auction. It's been used in these other films. Shoot First, Die Last, which was unreleased. Coffee Bullet, Billy's First Car, Bike Hard, and Delivery Disaster. And Delivery Disaster, ironically, is a guy who's trying to deliver the package and he got injured. And so, that's probably the come true bit of that. And in Control, Jesse has a whole scene where it's actually very cool, where she has to take the camera into storage and it's a cool, gotta defend the camera driving down a track while your like badass music's playing in the background. It's a very cool scene. Mike, am I familiar with the concepts of tulpas? Tulpas? Now you make me look up what a tulpa is. Tulpa. Twin Peaks. I mean, I've watched Twin Peaks. I haven't watched The Return. Yep, that's terrifying. Tulpas are conjured duplicates of individuals. The tulpas were manufactured from a seed and organic... All right, well, that's probably lore for that. But what is, There's a concept from certain Indian and Tibetan schools of Buddhism, later adopted by Theosophists during the 20th century. But what is? What is? I mean, I'm all in for a Remedyverse Avengers. I truly think that would be amazing. The question is, when does that happen? Because we also know from this game, and I thought the timing, I thought for sure, okay, because in this game we hear from Estevez that the oldest house went dark. And I thought, oh, okay, that's probably connected to the events of the DLC, the AWE DLC. However, in that, the like blinking thing we get about the Alan Wake event is set in the future, which is like a teaser for this game. And apparently that's why it's so weird, is that it's an alert coming from the future. So years have passed. So why is the oldest house dark? Great question. Don't know. Couldn't tell you. They have been dark for a while, but Estevez was sending letters back in 2019. I'd have to look up. Oh, they don't have dates on them. I don't know. Do we know if Alan Wake 2... Alan Wake 2 is after Control. It is years after Control. At least 3. Do we have any evidence that Jesse Faden is the director? Yes. In literally one of the scenes, Jesse Faden and Dr. Darling are reaching out to him through a TV. In fact, there's 2, maybe 3 scenes where Dr. Darling is reaching out. Like, hey, we're trying to find you. So... yes, Control is a real thing. Like the FBC, the oldest house, those are real things. Alan Wake, like basically, if I had to make a video, and I may make a video, the way I started is describing Control and the oldest house and what it does, what it is, how it functions. Describe the characters there, the importance of it, and what it does is it's doorways to different realities, right? And then I would say that all those realities are trying to pierce our reality in various terrible ways. Or fun ways. We don't know all the realities. There's probably a fun one out there. And so there's all these different realities and all these different things out there. At the same time, all the other Remedy games are kind of like looks into those realities. So my theory at the moment is that Max Payne is the Alex Casey reality where he's Max Payne. Right? And he's just actually a cop, actually doing that stuff, not a like hard-boiled novel character. And then there's another reality where Tim Breaker is actually Jack Joyce, was that his name? And instead of Mr. Door, it's Mr. Hatch, and he's quantum breaking his way around that reality. And that's a whole other thing. And then there is this version of Alan Wake, and the other reality is the Dark Place. Right? So Bright Falls and all this stuff, that's part of our world, but the lake is a portal, the overlap into another reality. And that's why the FBC monitors it, because that's another place. The Dark Place is another place of equal terror as the Hiss dimension, or wherever the hell the mold comes from, or all that stuff. Hold on, read whose message? Zaxarax's message? But it's also odd that scene in this and Alan and Tom is exactly from dialogue scene Jesse saw in the DLC. I mean, again, Jesse sees things just like her brother does. We played earlier in the stream. If you rewind it, I'm not going to play it again. In Control, there is literally a scene where Jesse meets her brother, and her brother's like, yo, I had this crazy dream where this guy Mr. Door was like showing me these alternate realities, and there was this one where it was a cop, and there was this other one where the cop was actually a character in a book. And anyway, I tried to get him to let me get the hiss in, but he was like, hell no, and that was kind of disappointing. So if her brother has that power, she surely can see things that are happening in different places. The oldest door is a whole thing. It's a whole thing. And yes, they're doing a Max Payne 1 and 2 remake, and I am curious if they're going to be allowed. I don't know what level of remake they're allowed to do. I don't know what involvement Rockstar. I think Rockstar's just publishing it. So if they let Remedy do whatever the hell they want to do, I think it could be very interesting. I think it could be very interesting if they add little tidbits to that. Obviously, they're not going to like dump a bunch of lore in, because that's not what Max Payne is, right? They're not going to do that. However, they will probably include a few old Gods of Asgard things and a few things here and there that are not, like, Ahti's not going to show up and be like, Max Payne, Percola. You know, he's not going to do that shit. But obviously there's going to be something, like a little, like, one-off or something that's going to pop in. Maybe like a note you'll find. You know what I mean? It'll be done in a way that isn't like, hey, Max Payne fans who never cared about the Remedyverse, here's a bunch of other shit you're not going to understand. They're not going to do that. So I think that'll be interesting. Yeah, the dream levels of Max Payne might be reworked. That could be very cool. There's some trippy shit in Max Payne. And so, oh my god, if he's just called Casey at one point, now that would be fun. If someone just mistakes him for Alex Casey, I'm like, oh, sorry, you look like Alex Casey. Now that could be fun, like a one-off line. That could be interesting. And so basically, right now they've established that the FBC is this like overarching thing, and then all these other bits of the Remedyverse are part of that. And Jesse Faden and Hope and like Darling and everyone, they're literally there just trying to like hold the shit together. And everything else we're experiencing is part of that, but it is like, we're not at like Avengers, but we're kind of like at the, we're at the sweet spot. We're like at the Captain America 2. You know what I mean? We're Winter Soldiering our way through stuff. We haven't, no one's the teams aren't together yet, right? We haven't hit like Endgame where shit's gonna go down, but we're establishing a universe, and I think that's awesome. And we may never get there. There may never be a need for like Jesse Faden to be like, I need a whole team. I need a writer, a former FBI agent, and a time-traveling cop to help me save the day. Like, I don't know that we're gonna get there, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. I think that'd be interesting. Yeah. And the old gods, again, a great example is in Control. The old gods of Asgard weren't like a huge part of that game. The old gods were a part of Alan Wake, but in Control, literally, Ahti is just like, hey, I know you have to go through this maze. My friends gave me this to give to you to help you clear the maze. And it's an old god song. It's the Take Control song. But it isn't like, there isn't like a ton of lore about the old gods of Asgard in that game. Literally, it is just like Ahti being like, hey, some friends of mine made this for you. Good luck. And I think that was sort of like the starting point of, for me at least, I was like, oh shit. And I feel like we're gonna get more and more and more. So the more games they make, they'll probably include more stuff in it. I would think. So it's kind of like phase 1, phase 2 of Marvel for any Marvel fans out there, where it was at one point just a bunch of stuff that was separated, and now it's slowly coming together. Lance Reddick, that, I mean, again, I feel like that could either be a very nice in memory of The Journey Through Night Continues, of course. I feel like that could be a very good, like, thank you for being part of the Remedy team, or that's Mr. Hatch. Like, I don't know. If you could read into that a little too much.